All right, well, I'm hoping that this mess right here is a huge game changer for the farm. It's dirty, it's used, there's a whole bunch of broken parts in here because the building apparently collapsed on this. But what this is a Farmtek 3.0 commercial fodder system. And with this, I can grow up to about 2,000 pounds of fodder per day, because there's actually two of them in here, two of the 3.0s, and each of them will do about 1,100 pounds or so. So I have to figure out how this thing goes together. I have to figure out which parts are broken. I have to get additional parts. I have to get all of the variables right, the temperature, the humidity, etc. I have to source the barley, which may or may not be a problem, because with the weather we're having, they may have to have heat to dry the barley, which will either lower or destroy the ability of the seed to germinate. And that's a huge problem this year given the weather, given that it snowed today in Delta Junction, which is where the grain is grown. I don't expect the snow to last, of course, but the fact we're having this weird weather this year is definitely extremely stressful. So I'm gonna try to get this thing together and try to make this work, because if I can make it work, getting 1,000 pounds a day of fodder is going to change everything for me. Instead of requiring 300 or 400 round bales of hay a year, I'll probably go down to about 50, which is way easier to source. And I think that between the fodder, the hay for some roughage, and the potatoes and the beets, I'm going to be fine. If I had to, I could even buy brome pellets or some sort of hay pellets or something from outside, so I don't have to have hay everywhere and worry about the mold and the storage and everything else. So I know these things are a lot of work to run. I know it takes about an hour a day. Obviously, this is going to be a stupid amount of work to figure out and put together. You're seeing what I'm seeing, just a bunch of crap. It's dirty, it's used, it's broken. And I'm going to get this thing humming, because without it, I'm in big trouble. I just don't have the hay to get through the winter. So this is non-negotiable. This has got to work. We're going to make it work. And we'll see if it changes everything. And I hope it does.